Okay, well, back to Omsi from the back of an S65, which is probably older than most of the things around here, actually, but yeah, it's still here somehow. Somehow still works. Unlike a lot of things I now still had in this thing. But still, it's been about 8 months since I was last. Was I last Saratoga or was I in Kyuga? One of the two. That's about 8 months into any of these, actually. Ironically, this is the only one that's been updated in that time. I think. This is the only one I know that I saw was updated. That I went through the time of actually checking after I had to get my computer restored, after it kind of just decided to die after. You know what? This is like 10 years old. I'm actually surprised it lasts that long without dying. You know, I give it credit for that. It lasted 10 years or so without dying until that last time last year, and then 5 months get around to having it restored. And 2 months for me to clean the office after I let it sit around for 8 months without being cleaned, and spiders kind of just took it over. But I'm now back in it, and surprised I haven't decided to run out yet, because I'm kind of just wondering how long it takes them to kind of re-swarm. Do spiders swarm? I don't actually know if they do, but I'm pretty sure I should be worried. But anyway, not the big concern right now. Actually, no, that is the big concern, but not the thing I'm about to go into you. Not the thing I should be worried about. That's what I want to say. Basically, we're back in Saratoga for now, at least until something kills me in this house. But for now, yes. But first, before we get back to any of the new routes, which there are, I think there's 4 or 5, not counting the other ones. I don't know. I again read very minimalist things. I just read it said it was updated. That's the only thing I read, and it had its own website, which is, I think, the second time any of these maps had its own website. And I read doing barely any of it. Because being, I stopped reading the websites when I had found out I could just drive anywhere I wanted to go and just use Google to get me anywhere. Well, that was a long time ago too. But anyway, basically, it's new fleet for Saratoga. Most of it was created in general, and the other parts were just add-on, like that van that's partially being able to be seen from here. So it is running. Don't worry about that. Yeah. But the 312 Sprinter van, I don't remember if it itself had a sign on it or if that's add-on via, I want to say when the map added a Sprinter van, but I originally had this. Down on the map you had another Sprinter van, so I don't know if this is the same thing or not. But basically, it has a digital sign, has its own, well, it has the same customization, and has its own paint to it. For some reason, the other ones don't have that, so you just have the digital sign and its own sliding door that most of the time works. Okay, it works very slowly. Basically, there's a lot of new shuttle routes. Well, it's 15 there's a shuttle route, the 10 is a shuttle route, and I think there's school lines. They will primarily be used for this. Probably not going to use them, because this thing's a manual, and I have to get used to doing that again. Or at all, honestly. Actually, it is a manual, right? Yeah. It's 5 gears, so I have to just remember how to drive that, yeah. That might happen. Probably won't. I might get to it eventually. But it has the same thing as it had originally, the added pieces that weren't attached to the car, the van in general, so you add those on, and you have a fare system, actually I think it's all fare system, yeah, all this is fare system. Does it actually work? Yeah. May move that, because I thought the door button's right there. I want to see, actually, I know 1500. Nope. Line 1500. Route will be 201. Huh. It actually works. See, I will eventually have to use this for something. It actually works physically. Does it have announcements?
The next stop will be Plain Street at Southwest Plaza.
Huh. Well, it can work with its own bus. Just got used to driving a manual van around. And probably not drive it the way I drive a normal car, but eventually. Anyway, but this actually does physically work as its own bus. But it's one of the main things of the new fleet. Instead of originally a paratransit-like vehicle, which I guess this technically kind of is, actually, because paratransits are just like big vans. Basically, you have this now. A German cargo van with seats. Yeah, that's how I'm going to describe this. Actually, most vans are German. The Volkswagen, this. Honestly, Ford Transit is the only other one I can think of. That's the only vans I can think of. Yeah, basically, this is what you got. You got this is your paratransit and shuttle vehicle. It's got a 29-foot Gillig, but we've had that before, so just let this sit here and hope I didn't leave it in gear. It's in something. I don't know what it's in. Yeah, but that's the main thing. That'll come back to eventually when I actually have a reason to use it. The other two would be if my camera would like to work. The other two would be the main things. That's already been covered. The newest thing is the 2020 Gillig BRT. I think literally has a plus on it, right? Like it has a plus, similar to Disney Plus. Yeah, so basically everything the newest Gillig bus would have, this would have. Questioning being what that is, I don't actually know. I'm just assuming, basically. Still like that sound. It's not a hybrid. That's the benefit. I will at least know it's on. It's not hybrid. Question being... Okay, yep. Still switch of gears. Oh, it has automatic things will mirror. I still wonder how the heck that's on a bus. And for that matter, why on a bus? So does this thing actually work? I remember how to use it. It does actually work. Yeah, man, broken it when you tried to do that after it has to reset itself, but it mostly works.
The next stop will be Geneva Street at State.
I don't have announcements on the outside. I think only the new flyer, the Nova. I think the Nova bus has those. I know the new flyer and the Nova bus has the outside and the exterior announcements. Yeah, it's not important for this bus. I wanna... Did I ever reset this actually? I originally set this as testing for the R line. That's a new rapid transit bus. I have no clue if I ever actually turned it off or not. Or if it's not even on, so it did reset itself. Come on, knows. If I do have any announcements for this thing. Back 4. Do I care to replace something? Not really. 608, I think.
R9, southbound.
Yep, that makes sense. There's your announcement. This is R line, southbound. That's all you need to know when you're riding an express route. You're not gonna really care. You know where you're going, especially when you see it comes up saying what it is. That's being, and I quote, Septas Boulevard Direct. You know, it's the only thing I got really comparison to it. We had Septas Boulevard Direct. I don't have anything else really to compare it to. I guess Jersey has a lot of trains, like a way too many amounts of trains. Where's I going with this? I don't remember actually. But you have this, basically it's your express route. Pretty sure it serves the main road, but only stops certain stops. While all the other routes stop at every single stop, turns off every single road, takes a lot longer. Probably the first thing I have to get to is find out how the express route works in this town. Also, find out how big this town is. I'm pretty sure it goes to Albany. Well, yeah, no, it definitely goes to Albany. I could have just read it. Didn't think to do that.
Line, southbound.
Just says that. I think. Yeah, okay, whole sign, everything works. Gotta figure out how to use those too eventually. I have to get back, because reacquainted to everything I never got back. I never really knew how to use this stuff before, so now I'm reacquainting something with I never really knew how to use. I know how to drive the bus, that was the main thing. I know how to drive the vehicle, I got that down. Sometimes.
R line, southbound.
I hit a big start button. And that guy totally. Hold.
R9.
Make sure, yep, kneeling and all that stuff work together in harmony on this one. See, the main things I can easily remember is anything else that came along with it. For instance, I also remember I got put with all the other vehicles I used. I remember the MTI code is somewhere in the files. The Celsius is in the files with a new flyer, needs to be reinstalled, I'm pretty sure. Gilly Phantom somewhere in there. The BRT I had to download with this because it was also recently updated to have the plus one. That's why it's still here. Sprinter Van came with the game, but came with the map. I'm pretty sure because I have no clue if the original was there. Like a lot of the things I have on that whole install file, they don't work anymore. Like I had a Russian bus that works because for some reason that won't die. I think I tried to uninstall it. It didn't die then. That was before I restored the computer. So that's just somewhere. But the main thing I knew I had, they're somewhere on here. They need to be either reinstalled, find the original files, need to find the files in general. Yeah, I really should probably back a lot of stuff up. That would probably been a good idea, actually. Get rid of that. We just drove by. You know what? Could easily. Nope, not doing that. I think I turn on some. You don't want to see what's back there? I do want to go back to my van, though. Pretty sure I can still finish. Okay, whatever was here just kind of left, I assume. I think it's all right. Yep, it was on. So what about them spiders on the ceiling? Let's see, remembering. It was 34. Oh. It's either a stopwatch or the time. No, well, it's the time or whatever the heck this is. How long the engine's been running, which I guess not. So keep that on the time.
The next stop will be Plain Street at Wood Street.
And remember how the announcements work? This does not have kneeling, I'm pretty sure, because it's a van. I don't know what the hell you expect. You got steps. Ignore the ghost that was driving the bus, vehicle, whatever. Actually, I assume, can I... One of these... Some of these aren't automatic sliding. This one is one of the automatic sliding ones. Yeah, there's a whole animation and everything for it. But seriously, there's no way there's going to be kneeling or a handicap ramp on this thing, so... You push the automatic sliding doors and go from there. I don't know if I can fit a... Probably could fit about yeah, it could fit enough people on this thing. Probably mainly for smaller routes. Actually. I assume we're gonna go back. Nope. Not intended, because you'd hear the sound in the motor running. Okay, nope, that's a different vehicle. So, ow. Okay, I feel like this entire half of the sign may or may not be broken. 50% chance. Yeah, pretty sure it may be broken. It partially worked. Okay, now just over. Yep. Where was that? Where was that? Huh. Now it works. Okay, well the sign works for most things. I'm gonna still have to figure out how to drive a manual, but now also figure out how to adjust these things. The automatic light. Okay, yep. So what are the wheels at for this thing? They did custom wheels for this. It has to look better than a cargo van you just bought off the lot somewhere. Yeah, okay, I didn't have a Mercedes emblem before. See, it actually does fit to be an actual passenger vehicle. Now the question being, what will I actually use this thing for, other than the smallest I can think of? You know, maybe this thing is older and looks as I was saying, cheap windows you gotta use manual labor to use. Wait. Okay. Make a full U-turn. This is small to do it. I wonder, do the curves actually work? Oh yeah. You want some privacy while riding on the van? You got curtains all over the place. You don't have windows because this is a path for this public transportation. They don't give you windows. That'd be too much like right. Probably shouldn't have covered those back windows though, honestly. Not that I could see him either way, honestly. I can't see that far back. Okay. Forgot. See, it had motion sensors to it. I assume I have a front thing, huh? Yeah, that's not what I thought, but okay. I have this tiny little sun visor. Yeah, this is something I just bought factory line and went broad to here. I'm pretty sure if I can figure out where they're at here. I'm pretty sure most. Now maybe next time I get an actual bus that has what I'm thinking of. We have a whole liner up here for me to pull down so they cover the entire screen. Nope, entire window. I knew New Flyers, don't they have those stinging sun visors that no one ever uses? Or it just has this tiny thing here. Like that's covering anything. Unless the sun is right in front of you, that's doing nothing. I already noticed it has a whole twist knob though. I didn't pay that much attention to it. Huh. Ah, just can move around. Still useless. But anyway. Where do I put the van at? I'll make sure I can actually cover everything in here, right? Every single window. Good, I can use this for something useful. If it ever goes missing from the garage, you don't need to ask where it's at. So 3, 2, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 17 seats. I may have just counted double somewhere along the way. I don't think anyone sits here. So there's 17 seats can fit on this bus. Adding standing room. Probably about technically standing room would be 3, but seeing as it's I'm probably fit the entire bus full of people. Probably about 50, 40 probably. If anyone cares about their health, probably at 30. Yeah, so it's a public transportation. Screw your health. You don't worry about your health, drive your own car. there a window here that I can't reach to? These things actually do work. Huh. So virtually everything on this thing works. Didn't actually know this stuff would actually work. Really should not have doubted a van that I still can't really control. Okay, yeah. It can drive in fifth gear. You shouldn't. Pretty sure it's a carrier transmission, but it's partially working actually. Why does it drive like an automatic? Just put in fifth gear and go from there. Says turn radius of a cruise ship, which is saying something. I'm pretty sure the buses turn fast better than this thing. Okay, put in a second. Fifth. Okay, fourth. You make sure I can at least use about 20,000. Well, we can. Oh, yep, 2,000. Can't be more than that, can we? Can't be like an 18-wheeler. Okay. Is that a key? Am I at? Where am I at? Here we go. There may be a key. I don't think I can remove the steering wheel from this thing. I don't know why, but I want to know if it's a Mercedes-Benz key. I can always just do this. Where am I at? Sure, watch. So down. Pretty sure. I may have gotten lost. And or broken something. Honestly, 50% chance I did both. Alright, run while I got a fighting chance. Ow. No, just stuck in between some pants and legs. Where's... Nope, that is... Do we have pause this thing? Can't really do the pause anymore. I'll eventually do that myself. Just find there's actually a key there. But only that there. I'm gonna learn how to drive it eventually before I need to actually use it. But yeah, when it comes to the main parts of the new fleet, until I finish installing the rest of this, get the rest of my old vehicles, I will probably install the ones I know I'm gonna use. We gotta get to them eventually. Basically, I have the good BRT as the main thing. The new flyer is just a reskinned Chicago bus. So that was the easiest thing to do. And that came with the map, so of course that works. For now. But yeah, I'll get back to reinstall the rest of this stuff. And see about getting back doing the rest of these routes. Because I preferably know the R line's the newest one, and I probably could have read these when I was on the screen the other 3 times. I just didn't. I don't know, 43 is something new because it used to be the 14. The 11N is probably a nighttime version of the 11. That's why there's an owl service. So, you know, I could have just read the whole website and everything, but I did not do that. I should probably go read that too. Read that. Probably figure out what I'm talking about and then come back. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm probably gonna keep saying I'm gonna do it, but I'm probably not gonna do it. But either way, we'll be back to continue doing the routes probably with the next weekend. It's me now. I'm saying this of like 2 weeks before anything happens. So for me, about a week from now, probably within an hour for everything else, or a day, probably a day. And before this thing completely collapses on itself, like it's already tried 4 or 5 times. Yeah, let's subscribe more. Kind of surprised it lasts this long. Also surprised the spiders haven't ganged up on... You know what? Take that last part back. They are ganging up again. I don't know why I keep forgetting to look up. What kills spiders? There was I did have a vacuum, but I didn't kill them. I just demobilized them. I don't know if that's what I did. They just kind of have their vacuum, and by that I mean I sent it back to Walmart, so it's not my problem anymore. Yeah, that's right. You're not required to clean those out. I don't believe. So that's someone's problem, but the other ones are not gang up in the rest of my office. So yeah, let's come on. We're back to continue with this eventually. Yeah, I keep saying eventually, like that's gonna be a long time for a scheduled thing. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Peace. This thing is actually on, right? Nope. Don't trust it. I do not trust it. It won't collapse on itself. Just leave it here. It'll be fine. Nothing good comes when things break within seconds. I've learned that way too much with this game before.